Picture this: you're browsing online, and a product you've been eyeing flashes a banner. Sale ends in 24 hours, it screams. A surge of urgency hits you. This is it, your last chance. You click, you buy, feeling victorious. But then, a week later, you visit the site again. And there it is, the exact same offer, the same countdown timer, reset and ready to ensnare the next wave of hurried shoppers. What just happened? Was it ever really limited? This familiar scenario isn't just a glitch, it's a meticulously crafted illusion. We're talking about the limited time offer, a cornerstone of retail and a masterclass in consumer psychology. But lately, people are starting to notice its cracks, its inconsistencies, and its often deceptive nature. Why is everyone suddenly talking about the illusion of a limited time offer? Because as consumers, we're becoming savvier, and the tactics once hidden are now glaringly obvious. At its core, the limited time offer taps into fundamental human psychology. It preys on our fear of missing out, known as FOMO, and our innate response to scarcity. Our brains are wired to perceive limited resources as more valuable, more desirable. This isn't a new trick, it's an evolutionary instinct. Historically, if something was scarce, it often meant survival or a rare opportunity. Today, that instinct is weaponized by marketers. The urgency principle is powerful. When confronted with a ticking clock or a diminishing stock count, our rational decision-making processes often take a back seat to impulse. The pressure to act quickly overrides careful consideration, comparison shopping, or even asking if we truly need the item. It's a race against an artificial deadline, designed to accelerate purchases and bypass hesitation. This psychological lever is pulled in countless everyday scenarios. Let's explore FOMO in a tangible way. Imagine you receive an email, flash sale. 50% off everything for the next 3 hours only. Your heart rate might quicken. You start scrolling, convinced that if you don't act now, you'll regret it. Friends discussing their incredible deals from a sale you missed can amplify this feeling. This isn't just about saving money, it's about the social and psychological cost of being left out, of missing a perceived advantage. Beyond time limits, scarcity is often conveyed through limited quantities. Only 3 left in stock, or limited edition, are classic phrases. This creates an immediate impression of high demand and exclusivity. Think about collectible items, concert tickets, or even highly anticipated video game releases. True scarcity can drive prices up and create genuine urgency. But what if the limited stock is a digital counter easily manipulated? This isn't a modern phenomenon. Historically, scarcity has always driven value. Consider ancient markets where rare spices or exotic silks were genuinely limited by geography and transport. Merchants would create a buzz, indicating a brief window of availability. While these were true supply constraints, the understanding of human response to scarcity laid the groundwork for today's sophisticated, and often artificial, limited-time offers. The internet and e-commerce have dramatically accelerated the prevalence and perceived urgency of limited-time offers. Websites can dynamically update prices, stock levels, and countdown timers with ease. Personalized offers, email blasts, and social media ads create an inescapable funnel, ensuring that if you've shown even a fleeting interest in a product, a limited-time deal is never far behind, constantly refreshing your urgency. So, how do marketers make these offers feel so real, even when they're not? It's a combination of visual cues, carefully chosen language, and consistent reinforcement. A prominent countdown timer, bold sale, banners, and phrases like "act now" or "don't miss out" all contribute to a sense of genuine urgency. They activate our primal fear of loss, convincing us that inaction will lead to regret, even if the loss is entirely manufactured. The countdown timer is perhaps the most iconic symbol of the limited-time offer. Whether it's counting down hours, minutes, or even seconds, it creates a palpable sense of impending expiration. Our eyes are drawn to it, our minds registering the dwindling time. This isn't just a visual element, it's a psychological tool, a constant reminder that the window of opportunity is closing, pushing us towards an immediate purchase. Another common tactic is the "only X left" notification. You're browsing for flights, and it says only 2 seats left at this price. Or you're looking at a new gadget, only 5 in stock. This creates a dual sense of scarcity and social proof. If others are buying it, it must be good, and if there are so few, I need to act fast. It fuels competition among potential buyers, even if that competition is entirely simulated. Flash sales exemplify the limited-time offer in its purest form. Typically short-lived, often lasting only a few hours, they offer significant discounts to encourage immediate, high-volume purchases. Companies like Amazon, Gilt, or Woot have built entire business models around them. The premise is that these deals are genuinely rare and exclusive, rewarding those who are quick enough to snatch them up. But are they always what they seem? The illusion of a limited-time offer often works hand-in-hand with clever pricing strategies. Marketers frequently employ anchor pricing, where a much higher original price is shown next to the discounted limited-time price. This makes the deal appear much more substantial than it might actually be, boosting the perceived value of the offer. The before price sets a mental anchor, making the after price seem like an undeniable bargain. This is where the illusion truly begins to unravel. The wait, really, moment happens when you see the same limited-time deal reappear. Maybe it's a software subscription offering 50% off for the next 48 hours only, a deal you've seen surface quarterly. Or perhaps it's an online course that's closing enrollment forever for the 3rd time this year. These repetitions expose the artificiality of the scarcity. One of the most widespread manifestations of this illusion is the evergreen sale. These are promotions that never truly end. Furniture stores, for example, are notorious for having perpetual going out of business or store closing sales that run for months, even years. The urgency is constant, but the end date is perpetually extended or subtly rebranded. It's a permanent state of emergency designed to keep customers feeling pressured. How many times have you encountered a last chance email, only to receive another one a few days later saying extended by popular demand, or final 24 hours, for real this time? This tactic attempts to milk the last drops of urgency from a fading promotion, often signaling that the initial run didn't perform as well as expected. It's a blatant reveal of the manufactured nature of the limited window. Seasonal sales are another prime example. While some genuinely correspond to holidays or end-of-season inventory, many are simply repackaged promotions that appear annually, often with similar discounts. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Valentine's Day, summer sale, winter clearance, they're all predictable cycles. The illusion lies in promoting them as unique, once-a-year opportunities, when in reality, a comparable sale is just around the corner. Walk onto a car dealership lot, and you'll likely see banners for President's Day sales event, ends Monday, or year-end clearance, last chance. Yet, the sales events seem to flow seamlessly from one to the next, with new incentives constantly replacing old ones. The limited time is rarely about the deal itself, but about creating a sense of urgency to close a sale, pushing customers to commit before they can reconsider. Online education and coaching platforms are particularly adept at leveraging the limited-time offer illusion. Many courses frequently announce enrollment closing soon or special bonus for the next 24 hours. However, often these courses reopen enrollment just weeks or months later, sometimes with the exact same limited-time bonuses. It's a strategic drip-feed of scarcity designed to keep prospective students on their toes and prevent procrastination. Membership programs often employ a variant of the limited-time offer. Sign up today and get 50% off your first year. Offer ends tonight. Yet, if you don't sign up, you might receive the same offer a few days later, or an even better one, enticing you back. This creates a psychological bind, making you feel special for getting a deal that's actually readily available, just timed differently to create pressure. Product bundles are often presented as limited-time opportunities. Buy X, get Y free. Offer valid this week only. While the bundle itself might be a good value, the limited-time aspect is frequently a ploy to push sales. The components of the bundle might always be available individually, or a similar bundle might reappear under a different name next month. The urgency is less about the deal and more about moving inventory. One of the biggest misconceptions we need to debunk is that a limited-time offer guarantees the lowest possible price. This is rarely true. Many companies cycle through discounts, and a future sale, or even a competitor's regular price, might be better. The limited-time aspect is designed to prevent you from doing that price comparison. It encourages immediate purchase over diligent research, costing consumers money in the long run. So, who truly benefits from this widespread illusion? Primarily, it's the retailers, marketers, and businesses themselves. They achieve increased sales volume, accelerate inventory turnover, and often boost short-term revenue. The urgency prevents consumers from delaying purchases or seeking alternatives, solidifying immediate transactions. It's a highly effective sales driver, even if it rests on a foundation of manufactured scarcity. Companies employ limited-time offers for several strategic reasons. Beyond immediate sales, they can use them to clear old inventory, generate excitement for new products, or even collect valuable customer data based on who responds. It's a tool for managing supply and demand, influencing consumer behavior, and maintaining a competitive edge in a crowded market. The illusion is a means to an end, profitability. For consumers, falling for the illusion can lead to regret and buyer's remorse. Imagine buying something impulsively because it was 50% off for 24 hours only to see it discounted further, or available at the same price a week later. This erodes trust and makes future promotions less credible. The initial thrill of the deal is replaced by a lingering feeling of being duped, impacting financial well-being and satisfaction. The widespread use of deceptive limited-time offers raises significant ethical questions. While marketing often involves persuasion, intentionally misleading consumers about scarcity crosses a line. Some regulatory bodies are starting to scrutinize these practices, especially when limited time effectively means all the time. Transparency and honesty should be paramount, yet they are often casualties in the pursuit of the quick sale. Beyond individual regret, the constant bombardment of artificial limited-time offers can have a tangible impact on our financial well-being. It encourages impulse spending, diverts funds from genuine needs or savings, and can lead to unnecessary debt. Consumers, particularly those on tight budgets, are most vulnerable to these pressures, potentially making purchases they cannot truly afford under the guise of saving money. But the tide is turning. Consumers are becoming more discerning, sharing their observations on social media, and calling out retailers who employ these transparently manipulative tactics. This collective awareness is the why everyone is suddenly talking about it aspect. We're developing a healthy skepticism, demanding authenticity, and recognizing when an offer is genuinely scarce versus artificially constructed. So, how can you spot the illusion and protect yourself? The first step is awareness. If an offer feels too urgent, or if it lacks specifics about why it's limited, raise an eyebrow. Are similar offers consistently reappearing? Is the discount genuinely significant, or is it merely anchored to an inflated original price? These are red flags that a manufactured scarcity might be at play. One of the most effective strategies is to simply sleep on it. Most genuinely limited-time offers for truly high-demand items will sell out quickly. But for common products, the urgency is rarely so extreme that you can't wait a day or two. If the deal is still there, or a similar one appears, you've saved yourself an impulsive purchase and gained peace of mind. Give your rational brain time to engage. Always take the time to research. Use price comparison websites, check competitor prices, and read reviews. A limited-time discount might still be more expensive than a regular price elsewhere. Investigate the product's history. Has it been on sale at this price point before? This due diligence can save you money and prevent buyer's remorse, turning a rushed decision into an informed one. Become an observer. If you're interested in a product, bookmark it and monitor its price over time. Take screenshots of limited-time offers. You might be surprised to see how often the same deal cycles through, or how quickly a final offer is extended. This personal tracking helps you build a mental database of genuinely rare opportunities versus frequently recurring promotions. Before succumbing to the pressure, ask yourself, do I truly need this product? Is this an improvement over something I already own? Am I buying it primarily because of the limited time aspect, or because it genuinely solves a problem or adds value to my life? Separating genuine need from manufactured desire is crucial. Don't let a ticking clock dictate your financial choices. It's important to differentiate. Not all limited time offers are illusions. Some sales are genuinely time-sensitive, driven by actual inventory clearance, seasonal changes, or special events. The key is discernment. When a deal is truly rare and beneficial, it often stands on its own merits without needing aggressive, deceptive tactics. Learn to recognize the difference and appreciate genuine value when it appears. Ultimately, recognizing the illusion of the limited time offer is about building more mindful consumer habits. It's about taking control back from marketers who seek to manipulate our instincts. By practicing patience, engaging in research, and questioning the perceived urgency, we can make purchasing decisions that align with our true needs and financial goals, rather than falling prey to constant pressure. There's immense power in confidently saying no to an offer, knowing that a similar or better one will likely come along if it's not truly limited. This shift in mindset empowers you, transforming you from a reactive impulse buyer to a proactive, informed decision maker. The conversation about the illusion of limited time offers signals a growing consumer sophistication. We're wising up, and that's good news for our wallets and our peace of mind.